Good morning, students. Welcome to the yet another lecture for the virtual classrooms. We are studying thermodynamics. We saw the theory. In the last lecture, we also discussed one of the numericals. Now today, in this lecture, we will be discussing it. The numericals that will be based on first law of thermodynamics. We have already made a list of formulas that we are going to come across for the numericals, right? Today for the first law of thermodynamics, that means we will be calculating it only the enthalpy change and the different formulas that we have already written it as delta H is equals to delta U plus delta NGRT, delta H is equals to HP minus HR, or for the bond dissociation enthalpy we have written as HR minus HP. So we will try to go for the numericals based on that particular formulas, right? The first sum that we will be coming across for calculating it as an enthalpy change, right? First let me note down the sum from the book. For a gaseous reaction that is given to us 2A2 plus 5B2 that converts to 2A2B5 at 27 degrees Celsius. The heat change at constant pressure is found to be minus 50160 joule. Calculate the value of calculate the internal energy of the given reaction, right? Okay, now let's see it. What is given to us? Particularly for a reaction, it's given to us 2A2 plus 5B2. It gets converted into 2A2B5, for which delta H is given to us minus 50160, right? Okay, now this is given to us in the terms of joule. We are being asked to calculate change in internal energy. It is given to us. Calculate the value of internal energy. So what is the formula that we are going to come across? Delta H is equals to delta U plus delta NG RT, right? Again, delta H is given to me. It's a minus 50160. Delta U I want to calculate, that I will put it as X, right? Delta N. Now how to get that value of the delta N? Then we have written the formula. Delta N is equals to NP minus NR, number of moles of the product in the gaseous state. Now what are the number of moles in the gaseous state? 2. NR, both of these are the gaseous component. In the reaction both of them are gaseous component. So total number of moles of the reactant are 7. So we are going to get it as N equals to minus 5. R 8.314. It is in the terms of joule. It's told to us H is in the terms of joule. So R will be 8.314 joules. Right? T is given to us 27 degrees Celsius. That means 300 K, right? These are the terms that we have got it. Now it's becoming a simple thing. First of all, solve it. You will get it. So X is equals to minus 50160. This term is going to become minus comes on the other side, it will become plus 5 into 8.314 into 300, right? So we get it as an x in terms of joule. Simple thing. Again, like already in each and every chapter I am saying it, if you are able to predict out the formula, what I am going to use it, and if the formula is there, we have to simply place the values and get the answers. The sums becomes much easier, right? Is it clear to everyone? Okay, now let's go it for the another sum. Let's do the another one. Calculate the standard enthalpy change of formation, change of formation of the compound is given to us C2H4 from the data given below, which is given to us C2H4 plus 3O2, 2CO2, 2H2O, delta H naught 1323 kilojoule. Delta H naught of CO2 and H2O, it's given to us as minus 398.5 and minus 249 kilojoule per mole respectively. Right? This is the data given to us. We have been told to calculate it. So now when I am going it for the answer, what is the first factor? Standard enthalpy change of formation, that means delta HF. I want to calculate the delta HF formation, right? For which compound? For C2H4. I want to calculate it. Now, what is given to me? Now, given to me is for the given reaction, delta H naught is minus 3123 kilojoule. Now, from this reaction, can you predict what is this delta H? We can say that it's a heat of combustion of C2H4. This is given to us as heat of combustion. C2H4 plus 3O2, it produces CO2 and H2O. Right? Heat of combustion was defined as the heat change that is obtained when organic compound is completely converted into CO2 and H2O. So this is given to us as heat of combustion of C2H4. I want to calculate the heat of formation of C2H4. Right? So what I will be doing it? This is given to us, heat of combustion. Right? For CO2, it is given to us 398.5. For H2O, it is given to us 249. So can I put it as delta H is equals to summation of HP minus summation of HR. Why I am putting it as delta H is equals to summation of, I will just need some space, so I will write it over here. Delta H combustion is given to us minus 3123 kilojoule. Delta H CO2 H of H2O. This, both of them are kilojoule per mole. Now delta H is equals to HP minus HR. So can I say that it's a summation of product, that is 2 into CO2 plus 2 into H2O minus summation of C2H4 plus 3 into O2. Right? It's a HP minus HR. Now this is given to us minus 1323, that is equals to summation of CO2 398.5, H2O 249 minus C2H4, that is X. We want to calculate. Its value is not given to us. Why? O2, it's a molecule, and for this its value will become 0. Enthalpy change of the molecule is always, atom, molecules or elements, it's always 0. So 3 into O2, O2 is 0, so 3 into 0 is 0. Right? So what we get it? Minus 1323, that is equals to 2 into minus 398.5 plus 2 into minus 249 minus X. If I take it X over here, X will become as 2 into minus 398.5, 2 into minus 249 plus 1323. So that will give me the answer in the terms of kilojoule. That will give me the answer in the terms of kilojoule, and that answer I am calculating it for 1 mole, and therefore I will have to write it mole inverse. Right? Though for this it is not written, but we know it that we have calculated this C2H4 value for 1 mole. So the unit is going to be very important, kilojoule per mole. Right? So whatever the answer you are going to get it, that is your X value. Is it clear? Okay. So again, addition, subtraction, multiplication will be the must. Let's do similar type of one more sum. This time the data is given to us. It's given to us the enthalpy change combustion of ethanoic acid is minus 867 kilojoule per mole. If value of delta H naught of CO2 and H2O are minus 398.5 kilojoule per mole and minus 296 kilojoule per mole. Calculate the enthalpy change of formation of ethanoic acid. Right? Okay. This time something different, some additional work has been given to us. We will have to do it something additional for it. What is there to be done for the additional? See, this is given to us, heat of combustion of ethanoic acid. Where is the reaction? Reaction is not there. We will have to first of all write down the reaction. Ethanoic acid means we will be having it as CH3COOH. This is the first factor. Now its combustion is done. That means O2 it gets converted into CO2 H2O. Now we want to balance it. See, this is the condition when we have been given out. We will have to balance it, otherwise our sum will become wrong. We are having it as 2C, 2 CO2. We are having 4 hydrogen, so 2 H2O. Now oxygen are 4 plus 2, 6. Here already 2 are there, so 2 O2. Right? This is the first condition. And for this reaction, delta H naught, it's given to us minus 867 kilojoule per mole. And that's the reason why we took it only 1 mole for it. Okay. Now, delta H of CO2, delta H naught for CO2, it's given to us minus 398.5. Delta H naught for H2O, it's given to us as 296 kilojoule per mole. Right? Okay. We want to calculate the formation of it. So we will be again getting it delta H is equals to HP minus HR. The product we are having it 2 into CO2, 2 into H2O. Reactant we are having it CH3, COOH and 2O2. Delta H naught. Now this is given to us 867. For 1 mole of CO2, this value is given to us for 1 mole. So for 1 mole of CO2 we are having 398. So we'll get it as 398.5 into 2. Similarly for H2O minus 296. Again it was given for 1 mole. So we needed 2 moles, so we have to multiply it. I want to calculate CH3COOH. So I'm putting it X. Again O2, it's a molecule, so its value is going to become 0. So we got it as minus 867, that is equals to 2 into minus 398.5 plus 2 into minus 296.0 minus X. So X will become as 2 into minus 398.5, 2 into minus 296.0 plus 867 kilojoule per mole. Whatever the answer you are getting it by the multiplication, addition, subtraction, put it and that will be your answer. That is delta H naught F for CH3COOH. Okay, it's a similar type of sum that we did it. Okay, now we will do it something, another type of sum. The sum we are having it, that is given to us this time. Calculate the enthalpy of combustion of glucose from the data given below. First one, C graphite plus O2, CO2, delta H for it is given to us 396. The second one is given to us H2 plus half O2, H2O delta H minus 269.4 kilojoule and the third one is given to us, C graphite plus 6H2 3O2, it gets converted into C6H12O6 delta H minus 1169.8 kilojoule. Now see, this particular sum, we can do it by two different methods. You can say that I can go through HP minus HR. I want to calculate delta HC, heat of combustion. I can go through HP minus HR, and the second factor is I can go through Hayes law also. Reaction, the number of steps are given to me. Using it, we can go it for Hayes law. Let's see both of them. How can we do it? So first of all, we will be going through simple method, that is delta H is equals to HP minus HR. First of all, I will be just going through delta H combustion is equals to HP minus HR. I will use this formula. But for this case, I need to have a reactant and product. Now it is told to me enthalpy of combustion of glucose. So what is the formula of the glucose? C6H12O6. Combustion is carried out. It gets converted into CO2 and H2O. Now I want to go for the balancing of the reaction. 6CO2, 6H2O, 6O2. Right? I got this reaction, and for this reaction I want to find out delta H. So this time I want to calculate this delta H. So what is product and reactant? CO2, H2 are product, C6H12O6 and 6O2 is reactant. So I will be getting it as delta H naught C is equals to 6 into CO2 plus 6 into H2O minus C6H12O6 plus 6O2. For CO2, now this is given to me in the format of reaction. This is the reactant in their standard state. So this is of heat of formation of CO2. So I got it here, 6 into minus 396. Similarly for H2 obtained directly from its parental element, we got it as minus 269.4. This is again heat of formation of glucose compound obtained directly from its parental elements. So for that we got it minus 1169.8, and for this is it's a 0. Right? So we got it as 6 into minus 396, 6 into minus 269.4, minus minus will become plus 1169.8. So that will give us enthalpy of combustion. Right? This is straightforward. We got it. Right? Now, in place of that, if I want to calculate it by using the Hayes law, so that means again, in place of going it, I needed only the reaction, for which I want to calculate the delta H naught. So what is the first condition? I need 6CO2. First reaction, multiply by 6. So what will happen? It will become as 6C graphite plus 6O2. It gets converted into CO2, 6CO2, and therefore delta H will become as 6 into minus 396. Right? Okay. Second equation, again I need 6H2O, so again multiply it by so again this reaction will become as 6H2, 3O2, 6H2O, delta H will become as 6 into minus 269.4. Right? We will put it as H1 H2. Third reaction, we want it as glucose to be going it for reactant, yet it is given to us in the in the form of product. So reversing the reaction. So you will get it as C6H12O6. You will get it as graphite, here I forgot it, 6H2 3O2, delta H3. As we reversed it, initially it was exothermic, reverse reaction will become endothermic. So 67.8. Sorry, it's given to us 9. Right? So if I go it for net reaction now, if I go it for the net reaction, what will get it? 6 graphite, they are common. 3O2, 6H2, it's a common. So left out is C6H12O6 plus 6O2. It gets converted into 6CO2, 6H2O. So the above reaction is that. So what does it shows? Delta H will become as delta H1 plus delta H2 plus delta H3. Substitute the value and you will get the answer. Right? So we got it as delta H1, that is 6 into minus this, delta H2 and delta H3. Addition of it, all the three, will give me the answer. Answer is going to remain same, but in the first method we did it as HP minus HR, and in the second method we did it as in the format of Hayes law. Right? It's up to your choice which is the method that you want to apply for that. Okay, for today this much sums are enough. In our next lecture again still we will continue with the numericals based on the first law. Right? Thank you.